Guys, it's your boy Rue. As you know, it's the holidays. Christmas is around the corner, and New Year's is around the block. This whole year been spinning pretty fast, so as you know, things have changed for the better and for worse, but it doesn't mean we don't need improvements. So, let's start over. Let's rebrand who we are and what we are, alright? So that means we gotta change self-image of who we think and how we perceive ourselves, the environment that we have and allowed ourselves to be in. And then also, we need to change the habits that we have currently that affect us now, that alters the future. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, since we're starting over, join me in my 22-day series as becoming the better me. Hope to see y'all there. All right. So why am I starting over? Why am I rebranding? Why am I switching it up? And I feel like you guys should too. So, what turning 26 fresh? Take it easy on me. I'm not unstatus yet. But what turning 26 as a young black man in America has taught me about life. Life will never get easier. I can tell you that right now. Life will never get easier. It will always be as it is or a lot worse. And it depends on you to where you position yourself to be in to allow yourself to either have a hard life or an easier life. So, prioritizing the betterment of you and the people around you is another factor that I learned throughout my years of living. You better yourself and better the people around you, things would drastically change. Like literally drastically change. Like sometimes people would just be holding you back from who they are as a character. You know, the habits that print onto you is like, oh, let's smoke, let's drink, let's go out to the club, let's do this, da da da. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that is like very great, memorable, and decent for you to still be doing at a big age. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, once you like 25 and up, like, all right, all the fucking up, maybe, you know, younger, but like sometimes you just, it gets to a point where you just gotta lock in. And I've reached that point in life where I'm like, okay, I've done so many things, but I still feel stagnant to where I'm at. And I want to exponentially grow, and I feel like changing myself, for one, and changing the people around me by being impressionable enough to understand that, hey, if this person can change, I can too. And this is why I want to help you to help me to help you. All right? So, with that being said, learn the mistakes that you've made and utilize them as a tool to better guide you to where you want to be. It's like, oh, I want to be a better runner. All right, some days you running hard, running crazy, you hurt yourself. You're like, okay, that's a mistake. A lesson learned. Like, hey, I shouldn't be going dummy nuts like this all the time. Let me relax. Oh, you studying for an exam, midterm, finals, whatever the case may be, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna push this off. That is a choice. And then, you know, you reap the repercussions. You're like, okay, I need to get an 80 or above on this test to, you know, still be passing class. And then next thing you know, you don't study that much, or you're studying insufficiently and you end up getting like a C. Now you're like, dang, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have studied more, do different. Utilize the mistakes that you made. Reinforce that as a learned lesson to apply to the next action to better yourself. Plain and simple. And then every small win means something. Accept it, acknowledge it, and be appreciative of the small wins that you made. Like waking up, making your bed, cleaning your house, you know, cleaning your apartment, your house, going out for a walk, for a run, go to the gym. You made a healthier choice at breakfast and lunch. You splurge a little bit on dinner, but hey, it'd be like that. So, taking the small wins matters, and it means something. So when you fall down and you look back, I've reached so far with these small wins instead of drastically trying to take on a challenge that is way too big to be dealing with. Because that's where the downfall is with some people. They're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Sometimes you just got to slow down. And with that being said, I got to take my own advice on that one too. I want to be doing so many things with myself, and I make the mistake thinking that doing more gets me farther, which is false. It's very false. Doing the small wins and being disciplined enough to be consistent allows you to reach a lot further in life than, getting hyped up, motivated. Like, you know how it is. Late night, as far as for the guys, y'all get motivated late at night, seeing the TikTok videos and be like, oh my God, why am I like this? I need to better myself. And then you get so hyped and motivated, and then, you're going strong for a couple of days or a week, maybe a month, and then it just dwindles off and dies. And sometimes you just end up slacking off, goofing off, and procrastinating. And that's somewhat included as a fear factor within that, because you're in fear of failure or not making it, and then you perceive that to be the safe haven of not doing something to better yourself. And this is why consistency in the small wins that you have makes it easier for you to go further in life, because at a certain point it's just second nature. It's a natural habit. And this is why instilling those habits into your daily routine allows you to not only visually see the wins, but visually see yourself improving, and you gain the psychological trust back within yourself to be the better you that you want to be. And that also takes time. So you want to be a marathon runner, that takes time. It takes months of training and consistency to do that. No one can just off rip do it. It's a practice skill. You want to learn the piano, you want to learn how to sing, you want to be able to learn the skills to be financially free. You want to know how to get your fashion up as a lady or a man, and just, it takes time to learn from others and their mistakes, and then you applying that and learning your own mistakes, and then, smoothing out the rough edges for the whole thing. So that's why with this 22-day series, I want to be consistent in showing out for you guys, and in turn, y'all are showing out for me in the likes, in the comments, in the shares, supporting me, because I care for you guys and I want better for myself, and I know bettering myself would allow, some form of impression on y'all. I care about y'all, I care about the people, I care about those who just want to, better themselves, because some people, they just don't want to better themselves, and that's understandable. They feel they're satisfied for where they're at, but I feel like no one is perfect. So understand that, learn from that, love it for what it is, because nobody is perfect, and I'm not perfect, but I want to at least better myself to bring peace and happiness within myself and for other people. And if I can influence you guys to do the same thing too, as bettering yourselves, like maybe you want to pick up a skill or a trade, you want to, finally start that YouTube channel that you want to do, or start that TikTok shop, or that page you want to do, or you want to go out and combat the anxiety that you may have or the sadness that you may feel. You want to like change things in life for yourself. I want to help you do that. So, again, thank you for listening. If you reached this far, go ahead, let me know, what your thoughts in the comment. And if you reach this far, we're gonna do this in some videos. If you reach this far, the challenge word, pickle. You can throw that in there so we know, the real ones, we know that you reach this far and you listen, attentively. And I hope pretty much that you have a blessed, happy, consistently disciplined, strong, loving life. All right? I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.